Welcome back to another Meet in the Middle. I've got Mr. Benjamin Rice. How are you, sir?
Hello.
Looking good?
Thank you.
Beard's growing out for Christmas?
Yeah, you just get lazy and you stop doing things.
And you want to portray Santa for the children.
Yeah, or you want to like ride your Harley and feel like you look tough or something.
Do you have a bike?
Yeah.
Did you ride it?
Yeah, sometimes.
Oh, you didn't ride it tonight?
Didn't ride it tonight, no. I ride it occasionally, sure.
Nice. What kind of Harley do you have?
It's a 91 Softail. So
Those are nice.
Yeah, the Evo motor, it's fun, but not practical. Like I don't.
Do you ever just roll up on somebody and just beat them up? The Harley guy?
I wish, but no.
Well, cool, man. Well, welcome. Good to see you. And I got my brother Anthony back for round 2.
Hello.
How you doing, buddy?
Doing well. How are you?
So guess what I heard from Mom?
Who?
Our mother? Guess what I heard from Mom?
I've never heard of her. Who? What'd you hear from Mom?
Who is that?
I heard you haven't got an electrical bill in 9 months.
You can't.
Come on.
If they find out, I'll get it.
I
I have not received an electric bill in about 9 months, yes.
Really?
And I have a feeling they're going to send me a bill for $10,000 and give me a week to pay, or they're going to cut me off.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you know what?
But they know, because I went online, I checked several months ago. I should do it again. But and they say we understand of an issue, like there's an issue. But
do you think you have like a secret admirers, like paying your fucking electric bill?
I think Jesus loves me. He's like, I'm going to get you through this summer.
Do you know?
The AC is very expensive in Palm Springs.
Do you know what Edison does? So I have a pretty big house, and when I bought it, I was really concerned about the electric bill. We're in Edison, which is about 25% higher rates than IID. So I went and got solar, like solar over the roof, and I got the things and the charge. I spent all the money. It was like 180 grand, and the power bill went down. But I guess Edison does some sort of prorating, right? And they kind of estimate, and they bill you for a certain amount. And then right before Christmas, they bill you like the difference between usage and their estimate based on like the net metering and all this fucking math.
Yeah. So
for the last several years, we got bills right before Christmas over $10,000.
No way.
I'm not fucking kidding, dude. I swear to God.
They're the worst.
They're the worst. And they're like, yeah, you got to pay it.
Yeah.
You know, you got to give me my money right before Christmas.
I can see the windmills from my place, like when I look out the window. And I was wondering, like, the windmills are right there. Why are we paying so much?
It's only for a portion of Palm Springs.
Well, I got several years ago when I first moved there, they're like, you have an option to go green and you can go off the windmill power. And
it costs more.
I went, oh yeah, this is great. And then I got a bill. Oh, by the way, it goes up 20%. I'm like, 20%? They're right there.
Forget the windmills.
Wild.
Burn
It's
the coal.
So crazy to me.
Wild.
Burn the coal.
I don't understand why in the desert all new construction doesn't have solar power though. I think that should be something that's just standard on everything.
I think it pissed off Edison, and they were like, you know what we're gonna do?
Oh yeah,
this little
it's a
scheme,
cartel,
and we're gonna bill families because let's say my house is double the size of a normal house, so we're gonna bill families 5 Gs right before Christmas, and like most families can't afford that. They're living paycheck to paycheck.
It's weird because I'm on Southern California Edison as well, and I similarly, when we bought the house, we were there for I want to say like 6 months, but it was like the summer. We moved in like April, and our August bill was like $880, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna spend 50 grand on solar, not deal with this anymore.
Yeah,
had no bills for basically a year. For me, for whatever reason, it restarts in like February. But like I get a bill from Edison every February for over $1,000 as like a catch up. But then I also get one from Rancho Mirage that is also $1,000 because Rancho Mirage has taken over the utility management portion of it from Southern California Edison. It's this whole thing where it's like, I don't understand. I spent 50 grand to not have electricity bills, but I still have electricity bills. Like in the summer, I still have like $200 a month or whatever, which is better than $800 a month. But when I start like thinking about how long it's going to take to pay this off, it's like I don't even know if it was worth it.
Well, my bills were in the summer over $2,500 without electric.
You guys have a big place. You have a big place.
And then it went down to like $800-900 now. And then we get this $10,000 bill at the end of the year. I think they're probably charging me Anthony's bill
Yeah.
on an annualized basis. They're like, fuck.
No, but like my place is only 1,300 square feet. It's
Yeah.
not. It's a condo. And the summer,
it's like Ben's closet.
my bills are around 800 a month. Just and I sleep at 79 degrees, and it's 80. I put it up to like 84 when I leave, and I'm still paying like. I'm thinking like, I don't understand how like a working class family pays that.
No, like
it's
if
absolutely.
you
insane.
hand,
And
no,
it's
it's
just like one.
If you handed me
Imagine
even a
having kids
$5,000 bill, like when I was in my early
gosh.
20s, I'd be like, oh, we're not gonna have electric
and I
for
got
Christmas.
behind.
Yeah.
Kids.
You get behind,
No
and
power.
they are the Gestapo on it. They are. We're shutting off. I'm like, you can't. It's August. You cannot shut off my power. I'm not. And it's like, it's really tough.
No, for sure.
So Trump just signed the bill yesterday on November 19th.
The Epstein bill.
Forcing the DOJ to release the full Epstein files in 30 days. What do you guys think? Is this transparency theater or elite panic mode?
Dude, panic mode. 100%.
Fucking panic mode.
Total panic
There's no
mode.
chance.
Panic mode on what?
No, I
On Trump?
No,
yeah,
Trump is
I-
panicking, so he's releasing the files?
No. Actually, I was listening to something today that was talking about how if Congress goes out of session, he neither has to veto it nor sign it, and it becomes something called a pocket veto.
Yeah,
I'm
pocket vetoes.
very suspicious that Mike Johnson, who is basically a sock puppet, is going to basically take Congress out of session, let Trump pocket veto it, and that's that.
He already signed it.
Well, he signed it.
Yeah, it's already signed.
Yeah, it's signed.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
he signed it.
Are you
But
sure?
I think something, I heard it from somewhere, I don't know who, or I give him credit, but someone was saying, well, what he's talking about, how he already precursored it with, I'm going to start investigating the Dems. If they start investigating anybody, it becomes an open case. So you can't release it.
Here's,
Like all you have to do is say, we're investigating the Clintons or Larry Summers or something. And, we can't release this because it's a part of an investigation. You can't release it.
here's the backlash. He went into office, him and Patel and everyone else, saying that they were going to release this list.
100%.
And this has been going on for way too fucking long. The guy died super oddly in fucking prison, right? That's a whole nother story. And these guys were on national TV running like Trump. I voted for him, and he literally got in office. And it's as if someone got a piece of his brain, took it out, put something else in, or put a gun to his daughter's head and said, I'm going to blow your daughter's head off if you release this list. Something happened where he literally said it's fake. It went from like you need to release it to it's made up. It's a Democrat conspiracy theory that's all made up. You had Patel on TV saying it doesn't exist, and we'll show a clip here in a minute that he testified to Congress. We'll show this real quick.
This week he's
Show this.
I want to ask you about the Epstein files. Have you seen the Epstein files?
I have not reviewed the entirety of it myself, but a good amount.
You've seen most of the files. Who, if anyone, did Epstein traffic these young women to besides himself?
Himself, there is no credible information. None. If there were, I would bring the case yesterday that he trafficked to other individuals. And the information we have, again, is limited.
So the answer is no one?
For the information that we have.
No one.
I understand what he's saying, though. And I heard this, I think I just heard this on the radio on the way here. They were saying that there's proof that people fly in his plane. There's proof that people went to his island. There's the only proof they have is he was getting people for him. And you just happen to be a guest on the island. I think that's what they're saying. He's never actually said, I sent them over to Bill Clinton's house or I did this. It's just he's having P. Diddy parties and he's bringing party favors and everyone is just there for that. I think that's what he's kind
It
of
sounds to
saying.
me like he's saying we don't
Right?
have photos.
Like he just that
We have flight logs. We don't have photos.
yeah.
That's
But prior
that's
to
how it
that, what you
feels
were
to me.
saying, I actually from what I've understood of Trump 2.0, he plays a mean game. And I would not put it past him if he is literally having the Dems beg for this so that he can release all the Dems
No.
on them.
Here's why.
Honestly, because why would I always fall back to why the hell would the last administration sit on this? They would have done anything
I'm
to
going to tell
ensure
you,
he wasn't president.
I'm going to tell you right now where I will never, ever get to the bottom of this. This is very clearly a deep state operation where they went in to get dirt on our elected officials. And this probably definitely includes Israel based on everything that I've read and everything that's come out. So now they're saying we can't release it all. So this is going to be heavily redacted. Okay. So we're not going to fucking get this. They're not going to release any names of any victims, any ongoing cases, and anything that jeopardize national security or foreign relations. This is what they said. So this thing that we're going to get is going to be like the JFK files. So right now, I did a deep dive, and right now there's not 20. How many victims do you think there were? 20, 50, maybe 100, 200? There's over 1,000 victims. Over 1,000. In the 2019 through 2024 unsealed filings from the original criminal charges against Epstein. This is just some examples. And there's some stuff that I wouldn't even mention on here because I've got kids and stuff and I don't want to go that dark. But victims described being forced into large group sex acts on Epstein Island involving Epstein, Maxwell, and many high-profile, unnamed or redacted guests. Victims specifically recounted one incident where Prince Andrew and 8 other girls had a sex party where girls as young as 12 to 14, my daughters, 14, were allegedly flown in, given drugs and alcohol, and passed around. Victims say they were paid between $200 to $1,000 per encounter and threatened if they refused the money. Okay, that's fucking unacceptable.
What's wild to me?
That's crazy. So obviously, like if I went to your house and there's a 12-year-old girl there and I had sex with her, I go down for molesting a 12-year-old.
Yeah.
If I knew that you grabbed her from other state or flew her in from another country or whatever, I'm involved in sex trafficking. Me too. Because I knew about it. I didn't have to pay her. And it's rape. It's sex trafficking. It's all this shit. So the bottom line is our elected officials have all been compromised on both sides of the aisle, both of them, by our own FBI, CIA, and probably fucking Israel. That's what it is really looking like. Well, and so we don't elect our leaders. We think we do, but they're making sure, even if you elect somebody like Donald fucking Trump, how are we going to silence Donald Trump? Let's say he said, I'm releasing it. He's a cowboy. They obviously didn't want him in office. He gets in office and he changes tune like that. They fucking added his name to the list. They said, we got all this evidence. You bring out that list, you're fucking going down. And he suddenly said, well, that's bullshit. I didn't do that. Fuck you guys. This is all bullshit. This is all the Democrat. Blah, blah, blah. Clinton's the biggest Democrat. He's all over this. This isn't a conspiracy. This is both sides. So that's an easy way for him to say, it's fake. You're not getting it because my name's going to be in it. So then they said, we got to let this out because the backfire is crazy. As soon as he said that and Patel started saying this crazy shit, then everybody started freaking out on both sides, Republican and Democrat. And they were calling for blood. Like this needs to be released. So what do? They make a back deal and they say, yeah, you know what? We got to release it. Let's just do the whole thing. You sign it in. We're going to reject the fucking hell out of it. And guess what? You can bury some of your enemies, the Democrats that are on that list. And you can let those leak because you won the office, buddy. Right. And now suddenly he's signing something that he said didn't exist. Didn't exist.
I personally think no one who's obsessed with the Epstein files is ever going to be happy with what they get. They think in their mind they're going to get some actual list. There's not an actual list.
No, such thing.
That was like a term used by some attorney years ago. But I don't think anyone's ever the things that no one should be shocked, sadly, about is this is not probably the only case. I'm sure this is happening today with people in Congress and people. I guarantee, like it just is. It's a very dark swamp world that is, and I think they do very dark things. Also, it is something that I'm glad these victims are getting light, and hopefully some justice comes from this. But human trafficking, especially with migrants in third world and from sex to organ stealing, harvesting. It's in the hundreds of millions a year. Millions a year.
Do you know
and yes, this is great that this is coming to light. I don't think anyone's, maybe Larry Summers, someone's going to roll for this, but are we shocked? Like, I'm not, it's sad to say I'm not shocked when I hear about this, because these are people that their whole life is, how can I get in power? How could I stay in power? How could I enrich my family? How could I live this life of bacchanalia? So they're having orgies. What happened to that congressman that everyone loved, the Republican in the wheelchair? What's his name? Crawford? Remember him?
Yeah.
He was the superhero of the Republican Party. Went to Congress and literally said, "These are my heroes, and they're offering me cocaine and orgies." Gone. He's gone.
He's gone.
Gone. Because it's happening.
No.
We all know Lindsey Graham gets male prostitutes.
Yeah.
100%.
We all know it.
Yeah,
I mean,
100%.
the guys
100%.
came out. The one guy told a tell-all.
No,
He's also
it's
gone.
open secrets. I mean,
It's
I mean,
we all know
Obama was
this.
completely
is definitely at least
compromised
bisexual.
before he got into office. He was compromised. They had all this dirt on him. So bottom line is, if you live the perfect life, you go to the perfect school, make the perfect relationships, you come from a wealthy family, and we fucking push you and you become a senator, they're gonna fucking find dirt on you.
Of course.
And if you're
That's
very,
how that
very
works.
popular, they're gonna fucking do it.
Right.
Why the fuck should our tax dollars be going to our police force, our CIA, these departments are supposed to be protecting Americans, be compromising our own elected officials? This is insanity.
But
This
that's
has
how
to
it's
stop.
that's
This
how it's
doesn't
always
stop at
been.
holding the victim, these politicians and these leaders of banks and these foreign dignitaries that all are involved. It doesn't stop there.
Right.
It doesn't stop.
Washington
They should go
warned
to
us
jail,
about it.
and
Teddy
then we need to
Roosevelt
find
warned
out
us
who
about
funded it, who funded this, who promoted it, who hid it, who threatened, who killed the fucking girl, one of the victims that suddenly committed suicide.
Yeah.
Do you know?
That was crazy.
Where do you think there's the most missing children in the world? What country?
Most missing children,
In the world, what country has the most missing children?
like the
Kidnapped.
nation of origin, or
No, in the country, how many?
America.
You think America has the most?
I don't
missing?
know. I have no
But
clue.
if you had to guess, what would you guess?
Mexico.
I would have thought Mexico.
Yeah, Mexico.
Mexico, India. So
Philippines.
United Kingdom, 69,000 kids a year
Is it per capita?
are missing, gone. 69,000 in that country. That's fucking crazy. India, huge population. 96 to 100,000 kids are gone. Fucking gone. They don't know where they go. Guess what the United States is? 330,000 fucking kids.
Are we including
in our country? No.
No, we're including the migrants,
Reports
right?
of
that
missing
disappeared.
children in the United States. It doesn't matter, migrant. 330,000. So you wonder why I'm like all over my kids. Like, so you can't go spend the night there. You got to stay with dad. Like, remember when we were kids driving on our bike? Can't believe we didn't get kidnapped. There's 6 of us.
There was
But
that,
it's just
there was that
crazy.
crazy
But
homeless
that's
guy
like
in Tom's River, though.
1% of the American population. Like that.
That's what it says.
That's
in the
just a wild
2024, there were
number.
330,000 reports of missing children in
Per
the U.S.,
year.
according to the International Center for Missing and Exploited Children.
Per year?
Per year.
But this
That's
is
not total.
But
That's in 1 year.
but does that include like
That's crazy.
calling, being like, my kid has been missing for 24 hours, and then they find the kid in like a friend's house like a day later? Or,
I don't know, but if you want to look at where evil propagates, look at numbers like that, where we're taking the most innocent part of our society and they're fucking getting kidnapped and trafficked and killed and raped and fucking used as a tool to corrupt our elected officials, and both sides are a bunch of fucking clowns. I lost all faith in the Trump administration. All.
Because of this?
This, yeah, and some other things. Some foreign decisions. I'll leave it there. But I've lost all faith in really our government at this point. I don't know what we're going to do as a country, but the fact that we can't even prosecute or get our own government to unseal the people who are raping children, that it's against national security and this and bullshit that, and have the people that I voted for and I went to rallies and I was like, come on, like they're going to go in there and clean this shit up. To go in there and get on TV and tell me that it's all a lie and all this 1,000 victims.
But Mike,
all liars. They just all, it's a conspiracy theory, he said.
right, but didn't Trump just sign the release of it? I don't understand what you're
But it's
so
going to be
upset of
heavily
now. How do you know?
redacted. It's going to be heavily
How do you
redacted.
know?
Okay, would you like me to tell you?
Where did you die? I wanted a source.
I
Source
honestly,
information.
I honestly
Here's
think
this-
they slowed the whole thing down.
Yeah, of course they're slowing it down.
No, but I think they did that on purpose to go through it line by line and just redact as much as possible.
So-
well, maybe because there could have been
they're
some
allowed.
people
They're
that
in the
didn't
deal.
rape
They're
children,
allowed.
You know,
they're allowed
I
to
don't know.
reject.
Your name
redact.
turns up there. Your life is over
They're
regardless.
They're
right?
allowed, and we'll see in 30
know.
days when
Doesn't
they release
seem
this.
so.
We'll see in 30 days when they release this, but they're allowed to do it if there's any ongoing cases, if victim protection, some victims aren't going to be there, if it goes against national security, which I don't know, every elected official, or if like, I don't know, the FBI or CIA are found to be part of this, that goes against national security, can't be in there. And it also foreign relations. So that's other countries that are involved that are somehow involved in this because they were obviously funding Epstein. So obviously the Epstein list is foreign driven. And obviously our deep state was getting information from that same little like game they were playing because now they get the power over those same politicians to make sure their budgets don't get cut and they get to do what the fuck they want. And you guys stay the hell out of our way. We do what I want, right? So it's just horrible. It's just horrible for the victims, horrible for humanity, horrible for the faith I put in our elected officials, including the Republican Party. I'm ashamed, dude. Like I don't want to fucking donate money. I don't want to help. I just want to see if there's any light at the end of this tunnel. Because right now, the people that are in office on both sides fucking suck, man. It's just frustrating.
It's an absolute shit show. And to put it kind of in perspective, the only consequences that I've seen kind of dealt out over this have been to Prince Andrew, which is like the most opaque, like
the dude just hanging out.
Responsible-less group of people on the whole fucking planet is the monarchy, right?
They're just
like,
hanging out.
They just hang out. They protect each other. They like cut everybody off, and they're like, Andrew, you're done, dude.
Yeah, bro. What'd you do?
Strip you of everything. It's like
deserve-
that happened before any of our politicians faced any consequences over any of this shit, which is wild
And they're
to me.
big on saving face. They're huge on saving
Huge.
face. And for
Yeah.
them to be like, you know what? We don't even want you on this property.
Yeah, go live over
rent
there.
an apartment somewhere.
Where's he gonna do?
He's like renting a room or something. And
he kept money though, right? They still get.
they have.
took, like,
I mean, they're not going to
two-thirds.
kick.
Well,
he's not
he
gonna-
lost it. He lost his
his
titles,
title.
which means he
Lost
lost,
his
his,
house.
income. Like his
I'm sure
titles
he has
provided his
some
income.
investment
I'm
somewhere.
sure
You know,
that he
if
has
he's
saved
hard
some
up, bro,
money,
we should
dude.
have him on the show. And then like we have him on the show and just kick his ass afterwards.
And then you
Honestly,
scream
I
at-
don't want to. I
No,
don't
he
want to
could
fucking
serve
see
his
that guy.
tea.
No,
I'd want to
beat
beat the shit
we
out of
beat
him.
up
Are you crazy?
afterwards.
All right, I'm not going to be threatening any
Just kidding. We're not gonna
current
beat up.
or former Royals. Although, I mean, we did whoop their ass once already.
Yeah.
Not we. We
The
weren't part of
Royals.
this at all.
I still love
No,
America.
but honestly,
I'm just pissed off what's
I
going
mean,
on.
it's a very, it's a very sensitive subject. Obviously, I think it's convenient which party is interested in this list when they're interested. I think for some reason there's a lot of uproar now, but no one said a word over 4 years about it. It's unfortunate that the victims are going to be played in the political game now. So, and we're never going to get any truth, just like the JFK files. But I care about the victims. I just don't care about the government much anymore because I really don't. It's two sides of the same coin.
Well, then
Every once in a
you-
while we get a little glimmer here, a little this. I just don't want to pay much taxes anymore, and I want to be left alone. I'm kind of a libertarian. I lived in Alaska. Guns and weed. That's pretty much an oil. It's like, I served
and
in
moose.
Iraq. I kind of went there. I saw it. Kind of lost a lot of faith for many years, but I still have hope. But when I hear this stuff, I'm like, oh, okay. Shocking. I'm not shocked at all. You know what these people do, lobbies do?
But imagine
Like, that's what they do. Their whole job in life, like a lobbyist. And like I was saying, like
lobbyists-
Washington warned us
lobbyists are
about the
really-
political parties will destroy this country.
Yeah.
Theodore Roosevelt warned us about corporate greed and what it did. What he put, that was talk about a Republican. He went and jumped on J.P. Morgan.
Yeah.
I mean, he was like the Rothschilds. He was like, he controlled everything. And he tore him up and tore him up and tore him up like balls of steel, and he couldn't win re-election. Most power, he's on Mount Rushmore. But anyway, we've been warned. I mean, JFK, warned us about the CIA. Eisenhower's farewell speech was about the military-industrial complex, a 5-star general who won World War II.
He knew
was
what was
like,
going
guys,
on.
we are on a course that I can't correct.
And now we're seeing the outcome of his warning in today. That you sit there and you say, I'm not fazed of 1,000
It's
little
sad,
girls
but
being
I'm
raped.
not fazed.
And you're like, fuck it, I don't want to hear about it anymore. Just get beyond it. This is them trying to say, okay, we're going to do this, and now shut the fuck up like we did with the JFK release files, which were heavily redacted, and no one learned shit. Okay, so obviously we're never going to ever know the truth.
It's like they basically took a 1,000,000-piece puzzle and went, all right, there you go. Yeah. Enjoy.
Well, no, I mean, it's
the
obfuscation
evidence,
through chaos, right? It's like you feed so much data into the shredder that you can't make sense of it. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. I personally am not sick of these things. They make me really upset, but the more that we can uncover, the better. I mean, I don't know. It's like hard for me to even wrap my head around the numbers and the actions and everything else. Like, it is just so wildly grotesque to me.
It's so bad.
And, it's just awful. I mean, these poor kids, like, I just don't understand what kind of a monster could do these kinds of things.
You know, there were men.
It turns out it's like all of our fucking politicians. I shouldn't say all of our politicians, but it's like a lot of our politicians.
Yeah.
And the ones that have the gall to stand up or say anything, they're called traitors. They're trying to get rid of them. Yeah. You know,
Taylor Greene, all everyone
Marjorie,
that came up. Marjorie,
what's his name, Massey. You know,
these are good Americans. Like,
well, I mean, they've got a lot of. I mean, you got a lot of courage. I mean, I heard some side things about the Marjorie Taylor Greene thing that she was actually starting to start an exploratory committee, is what I heard, and challenge whoever runs JD Vance or something. Like, she was starting something and he said no, and she kept doing like in the background. And so he's just pissed that she's not in line in other ways. Not quite.
It's such.
But I looked at her saying this and going, Trump, she's giving you a way out. Like, she's literally saying, this is, here, let's do it. But I do kind of, the way he does things, I almost feel like there's something bigger. And it's almost like he likes when that people eat their own words, He likes it. So,
I don't know.
Says crazy things every once in a while to rile people up and then.
Quiet piggy.
Well, then he just does a lot of things. He says a lot and then does something while we're focusing over here. He'll I don't know, bomb Iran or something like that, or or like we'll be concerned with the Epstein files, so we're not concerned with the spaceship coming towards Earth.
But this is the strategy.
Is a good topic.
I mean, this has been the strategy of the Trump 2.0 100%, and I think it's. I don't know that it's. I mean, Trump definitely believes in this strategy, but I think it's more a Heritage Foundation kind of thing that is like, if we are prepared to do as much as possible every single day, no one can really effectively fight back. Because the more we're doing, the more chaotic it is, the less people can pay attention to. And that has really been the focus of this administration, is to just try and destroy as much as possible, as quick as possible, because then it becomes really challenging to keep up with what they're doing. It's just like the White House, right? Tearing down the East Wing, like, without any approvals or any of the things that you're supposed to do. You just fucking show up with a wrecking ball. You just tear it down. I mean, it's like that is like what do you do once it's down? Like, the National Trust is suing them, right, for $10 billion or something, but it's like, it's already gone, dude. Like, it's already gone. What do you do?
Yeah. And everybody can have their opinion on the White House. I really don't care. I'm more concerned from my own political beliefs that his promises of like make America great was to bring us back to limited government and stop the corruption and investigate what was going on in the FBI and stuff, because they fucking raided his home and brought him to jail and arrested a former president. Like, I thought he was going to go in there and clean house, man. He didn't do shit. The fact that he's putting another country, Israel, ahead of America in a lot of ways and giving them just unlimited money and bombing countries, and it's just one-sided. And the more I learn on that topic, it's like, what are we doing as a country? what do they got on Trump? And then this Epstein thing is just out of control. And the fact that he won't put any regulation on AI and we're all not going to have jobs in 10 years. Like this is that's bigger than any issue. And he literally threw that in the big, beautiful bill. So there's so much he's doing wrong that I just think he's a fucking moron at this point, or he's completely corrupted, or he's just blind with power. And
these are not mutually
honestly,
exclusive things, dude. He is all
some
of those
it. I don't
things.
understand where you're coming from, though. Like
what?
What are you talking about with AI? Like he's getting ahead of something that someone is going to do, and it's better that we do it.
Great.
Than China or Russia or India. It's going to happen.
Awesome.
So don't you think it's smart that we kind of control it? That's kind of a national security thing on like the nth level.
Well, the AI companies themselves are literally headed towards a world where we don't need 90% of the population, where they're already talking about massive control. These are heads of these companies are now talking about controlling
Some
information.
crazy ones have said
these are guys
crazy things,
that are the
yes.
wealthiest people in the world that control these companies because they're sitting in their room. And they got fucking Trump handled. They got this, and now they got overvalued companies, and they're just talking about just controlling. We're headed towards a world that's so dark if we allow AI and quantum computing to go unchecked that by the time you all wake the fuck up and are like, holy shit, everyone in my town lost their job, and now I'm not allowed to post this or that or complain or da-da-da, and I'm living off fucking food stamps, which is universal income. Like, what the hell is going on? I can't travel. My car won't leave the town. Like, it could literally turn so dark so quickly that none of us are going to be able to fight back. So right now, you can have progression on AI in the United States and still develop in a controlled environment without it affecting human jobs, human innovation, protecting the human body and soul. There's so much there, and I'm going to fucking write a book about it because it's so insane. All right, man. Enough about Trump. Let's move on.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
He's trying his best, guys. Come on.
Okay, 3i Atlas. Is this an interstellar comet or an alien probe?
Which one do you want it to be?
It's
You
like-
seem a little excited there.
Which one?
I've got a topic. Alien probes. This new club has everything.
All right, let me talk about it first. So this is only the third interstellar object ever discovered.
No,
Third.
no, it's the only one that we follow. We follow them if they're bigger than like a
Oh my
refrigerator.
God,
or something.
it's the third interstellar object ever discovered. Okay, so let's start there.
That's not,
It is massive. It's the size of Manhattan.
mm-hmm.
Okay,
That's wild.
So it's a planet killer. If you look at the size of it, most are the size, like big ones, especially from the outer orbit, are the size of a small town. This is the size of Manhattan. Very, very big. The composition of it, this one's very unusual. It's CO2 dominated coma with cyanide and nickel. It's older than our entire planet, sun, everything. In fact,
Our solar system.
our solar system. So they feel that this thing is 7 to 14 billion years old. Our solar system is around 4.5 billion years old. I have no idea how they know this. It has slowed down, made weird turns, and it's faster than anything we've ever observed. Okay. So when we look at its speed, it's traveling about 153,000 miles an hour, the size of Manhattan, from a fucking another.
It's wild.
Crazy. The fastest thing we've ever seen was going 89,000 miles an hour. So a lot faster. It's going to be the closest to Earth December 19th. Now, close is pretty far away. It's 700 times farther away than our moon. Fucking far away still. But it's going to be the closest December 19th. Now,
So do you know if it will
turn?
if it will come between us and the sun, or will it be on the backside of the sun? Do we know?
It already
Well-
passed the sun.
No, it's got to be between us and the sun if it's only 700 times farther away than the sun.
Yeah, it's
than
kind of
moon.
going where the
I
sun
have no
and it's
idea how
coming
far
this-
the sun away is. I have no idea.
Yeah, no, it's because I think it's whipping around the sun, right? And then it's coming back around. It's going to cut through like us and Venus. I mean, we're very far away from anything, you know?
This thing's a monster, man. Massive nucleus. Super odd.
Yeah, I heard some like scientists were saying like we think it, you know, the way we're not experts here on this at all, but it's something about just the way the light hits or something makes, you know, it's almost how you're looking at something will make the tail look longer or shorter.
No,
but,
well, most comets are made up of ice. So it's like dirty ice. So it's basically, you see water vapors, and that's why it has a tail.
Yeah.
This one's like dry ice. It's like,
they said a lot of it's nickel.
It's nickel and shit. And it's like really fucking old and has been beat up through like, as it just traveled around galaxies. I mean,
gonna have to wake up Bruce Willis from his.
They estimate its mass at about 50 billion tons or more. So for scale, that's like
Manhattan.
300 modern aircraft carriers. 300 of them. It's freaking weird. I don't know.
Okay. I mean,
alien or what?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I
guess we'll know in like.
I guess we'll know December 19th.
December 19th. How many days away is that? It is the 20th. So yeah, 30 days.
What for me, like what these things kind of make me start to wonder is like, I don't really care about the thing itself. I care about science and how, like, what are the data points they're pulling from where it's like, you look at something moving that fast.
You're like
that far away and you're like,
years old.
You're like, nickel. It's nickel. You're like, what?
Yeah,
what are you talking about?
They have certain like infrared type lenses and stuff that can pick up certain elements.
They can measure the
like
gases, the colors, how it's moving off the object, to determine what its composition is. I don't know.
It's probably a guesstimate, but
well,
I mean, you want to boggle my mind.
I know, but for me, it's like, it's just weird to me because if I was doing that, no matter how much I knew, I might be like,
thread.
Maybe it's something I don't know because maybe I don't know every material that the entire universe is made up of. You know what I mean?
It could be something crazy, like it's made out of gushinash.
It could be something like completely foreign, right?
Yeah, I think, when was the last, there was, I mean, sure you can look it up. There was, like, we add elements still, right? Yeah. The periodic table of elements is not the same of when I was in high school.
I know.
We've added to it.
Well,
and I think the last one we discovered something not too long ago, but that doesn't shock me considering that we found another organ in the human body like 10 years ago. You know what I mean? I'm like, wait a minute here. Yeah. We're not doing very good here. Boggles my mind is just space in general. I mean, the whole fact that people are like, oh, it goes on forever. No clue how to. I cannot rationalize that at all. At all. No, I've come to the conclusion that Men in Black was the closest. We're like a little marble. You know, I'm like, there's got to be something else here. Cannot go on forever. That's impossible. There needs to be a wall somewhere, right? It doesn't make any sense to me.
We're living in a simulation. Conceptually, it's very challenging.
I used to, like, in high school, I remember my oldest brother had this like 1970 Cadillac Coupe de Ville. It was brown, and I could lay on the hood. I don't know why. Remember that thing? And it was parked in front of my mom's for like a year.
Horrible.
I don't know where he got it from. It got like 2 miles a gallon. Yeah. And I would sit on the hood and just look up. You know, my whole body was on the hood of this steel beast. And I remember this is kind of a story. I don't know why I'm saying, but a couple things happened that aligned that should not have gone together. One, I went to see Saving Private Ryan. Okay. It was like 97, 98. And that was a mind fuck of a movie, you know? When it first came out, I was like, oh my God, why didn't he just get the ammo? You know? Anyway, and then I went home and I decided to start reading the Bible. But I started at Revelations.
Of course you did.
And so I started reading it. I'm like,
everybody does.
Break. And then I laid down on my brother's in La Quinta Cove, which is, there's no street lights, there's nothing.
Yeah, it's not a lot of light pollution.
And it's just stars. And I was looking up at, like, my brain is melting from reading like the Revelation, the signs of the end of the world. And all of a sudden I'd see shooting stars and I start freaking out that it's the end of the world. But part of it was me just staring up going, it goes on forever. And I couldn't grasp it.
Yeah,
so I
remember when I was a little kid and I looked
Anyway, how's your day?
No, that was
I'm throwing so much random shit.
That was a fucking adventure, bro.
No, but and I was like 16 going, what the hell's going on? Like, it was too much to handle. So that's not a mix you should ever do. Or
Private Ryan led you to like
Saving
this
Private
epiphany.
Ryan, saw it with my brother Jim.
And then he came in the house and I like punched him in his stomach.
And then Mike
called him gay.
like called me gay and punched me in the stomach, and
He's
I
like,
cried.
oh, I do like men.
I ran to the bathroom, threatened to kill myself with a spoon, which did happen once over a game of Risk.
Yeah,
I lost at Risk, and
It
I
was
freaked
very,
out. I had
very
a period of my life where I would freak out on everything in my mid-teens, everything. And it wasn't easy growing up with 4 brothers and a sister. Anyway.
Look, life's very complicated, but I can honestly say that just based on this conversation, I desperately want to spend more time with you because this has been a fucking adventure, dude.
But no, I remember being like a little kid,
Yeah, and just trying to
looking up
think of
and
things like
seeing
that.
all the stars and saying, "Holy shit, they're all suns," and like it's a first realization of how small we really are. But
The scale of the universe, I don't find any kind of problem with. What I find problem with is infinite expansion.
Oh, that too. It's always growing.
It's always growing.
What? That makes no
Well-
sense.
well, what-
I think they're making stuff up.
no, what else would grow?
They have to be.
is a program. I think.
here we go.
Yeah, I think
Here
we're living
we
in a
go.
simulation.
Well, no, at some point you
is.
do have to start to wonder about kind of dimensionality, right? Like, because I don't think that anything is so abundant that it never stops, right? So then you have to start to think about it folding back in on itself. And so then it becomes like a space-time thing,
But that's
which
everything.
then becomes
Thought,
very challenging.
They make it
Yeah.
up. You know, dark matter is just made up too. They don't know what it is, so they call it dark matter.
Yeah, they don't know.
They
what it
have
is.
no clue what it is. They can't even describe it. They're just like, dark matter. They make it up. It's always growing. It's always growing. The universe is the ever and ever. We're gonna marble. I'm just gonna stick to the marble thing. Men in Black, marble. My brain's fine. Infinite, pulsating dark matter.
But if you believe
I'm
in
gonna have a seizure
manifestation,
right here
like I
thinking
do,
about
then you believe we live in a simulation.
Mhm.
That's it.
We don't
when
live
you
in a
look, you look
simulation.
at
Simulating what though?
we're in some sort of program where there is a creator, there is a God. We are here for a test. We know because he told us what the test is, and it's a pretty difficult game.
But so
There's a
You
lot
need to
in the
go to
way.
confession.
But being in a
That is not
simulation
Catholic.
would.
I believe in God, and I am Catholic.
But saying that we're
but saying we're in a normal world or a simulation, there's really no difference. Like
Yeah.
everything is hollow, you dumb fuck. Like everything is. Like when you look at what matter is really made out of. And the fact that like you can accept the fact that I can just make a phone call and talk to somebody on the other side of the planet through like energy transfer, and you don't believe in manifestation. You don't believe that there's something else going on that we can't see is kind of silly. And I've just accepted there's so much that we don't understand that I'll never understand until that moment of death and clarity, and where everything comes to realization on that moment of death, that you just got to live through this fucking test. And at that moment, then you're like, oh shit, yeah, I remember. Like this is what it is, and I am real. I'm part of something bigger. But
that's so for me that's the question. So like to say that it's a simulation would to me implies that it's not reality. And so but for the simulation to exist, it has to exist relative to a reality. So what is that reality?
we don't know. We call it heaven, and that we're here, and this is not our life. That we're here for a test. That's what it. If you're Catholic or there's several other religions, you believe you're here and your soul's being tested. Whether you believe in elevation of vibration and reincarnation, and you kept being reborn until you reach that level. Yep. Or you believe in the Catholic religion, you just get one fucking shot at it, and you got to be good, and you got to do, and you get there. I believe there's a combination of all religions that a little bit of each has something right. I think the Catholic religion in general teaches really good principles, and it's a good foundation, but there's way more you need to believe in. You need to believe in manifestation. You need to believe in meditation.
Blasphemer.
You need to believe in energy.
That's the difference between religion and faith, in my opinion.
It's all one. And
I'm
so,
definitely
so we're
with you
here.
there.
It's real because it's real to us, but God will even tell you, dude, that's a fucking video game, dude. You're being tested. You're a self-controlled player, and you're with other players who are also trying to play, and there's a lot of evil shit because I'm gonna throw a bunch of evil shit in the game to make it fucking hard. there's temptation, there's this, there's alcohol, there's that, all this shit that we're getting thrown at. And for the longest time, I was like, oh, well, it's God put it here. I guess I can go ahead and just drink as much as I want and have fun. And then you wake up one day and you realize I'm fucking failing this goddamn test. Like, I got to get my shit together. Not just for my family and for myself and for this experience, for my fucking soul. So I stepped it up and I'm still being tested, right? Over and over, whether it's business or temptation or relationship or fucking my health, right? I just got fucking leukemia again. Came back again. Just went through chemo. I don't know if I beat it. I'll know in a couple weeks, right? If it's back in remission. I didn't get upset. I didn't think I'm going to die. There's no way I'm fucking dying. No way. I'm going to manifest myself, put that fucking shit back in remission. I already did. It's part of the fucking game, right? It's part of the game. And that's what life is in my mind. You can believe whatever the fuck you want. You guys can do whatever you want. You can live in sin your whole life. I don't fucking care. I still love you, right? Your family, friends. Not you guys.
I'm saying to me.
No, in general, not you.
Why no, in general over here?
But like I have friends that make really bad decisions. I have partners that I think make bad decisions, right? But they're still my friend. They're living their test. I'm living mine. I'll still help as much as I can and try to guide them and give them advice every once in a while, because I think that's part of the test is to help others. But my test is pretty hard, and I'm trying my best to pass it. Right.
I'm very much along the lines of what you were saying, and primarily in the beginning where, it's this whole idea that we know anything. Yeah. We don't know anything. And I'm definitely that. And it's almost the same with the Epstein thing. It's like, I'm at the point where it's like, I just want to be a good person and get through this life. I don't care. I do care. But in this grand scheme of things, when I'm on my deathbed, I'm not going to go fucking Epstein files. You know what I mean? It's like, there's definitely a lot more to it. It came up just recently at a family dinner. You weren't there.
Thank God.
Someone else was there. But anyway, they were talking about, it came out of nowhere, the end of the world. But they said in a really like cryptic way, we're knocking at the door type of thing. Like why? And it was about like space exploration. Well, why are we doing it? Doesn't matter. We're knocking at the door. I'm like, what are you talking about? Well, my theologian friend is putting the things together and we're there. We're there. I'm like, like, what is this some sort of game? Like you win if you get it right? Like if it happens, it happens and it doesn't matter. We have nothing to do with this. And I guarantee you if it's going to happen, you're not going to call me up and go, told you, we're dealing with something bigger at the time. But yeah, so it's just, it's when things happen, it happens and we'll figure it out at the end. But ultimately there's a lot, whether this comet is an alien life form or a comet or the universe goes on forever or it's the end of the world or this, that, and the other.
It doesn't matter.
This doesn't really matter.
It doesn't matter.
It's taking us away from what we should be focusing on.
All that matters is that your test will be cut short. Like, I expect my test to continue for 30, 40 years. And if like a comet hits the fucking planet in 30 days, like, oh shit, my test got cut short. That sucks.
All of ours did.
But, dude, the Fed killed the penny.
Did it
hear about that?
It killed the penny. They're going to stop making the penny.
No more pennies.
And I'm sure you see this in a grand scheme of deep diving in the dark web. I see it as just very practical. We've been talking about this since I was a teenager of getting rid of the penny. It comes up every 5 years or so. And the fact that it costs 2 or 3 cents to
3
make
or 4 cents.
3 or 4 cents to make a penny. Let's get rid of the penny.
Who's going to miss the penny? Nobody's going to miss it.
No, but what I think now is we got to put Lincoln somewhere, though. You can't just take Lincoln out.
Okay.
You got to put him on some paper.
Do you want to hear my conspiracy theory on it?
Well, have you ever noticed that JFK is on the 50 cent? And,
so here's some facts about the penny and why it costs 3 or 4 cents.
Like fun facts?
Fun facts. Okay. It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
We handed over our entire monetary policy to a bunch of bankers.
It's not a fun fact.
Who diluted our money supply to the fact where we have, 98% or 2% of the value of what we originally had. So the penny wouldn't cost 3 or 4 pennies if we didn't fuck up our money supply. So let's start there. And
I think it's a commodities thing on the zinc and everything.
And you think the government, after all those cuts that Elon recommended and all the wasteful spending that didn't get audited, I don't know.
$2 billion worth of cuts.
No, that was just one fucking department. Imagine he actually audited everybody, how much money we can save. So if the government's really looking to save money, do you think they're going to start with the fucking penny? No. I think getting rid of the penny is the first step to getting rid of paper money. Everybody like getting rid of the money and digifying everything. So you guys can laugh at me, but in 5-6 years, when that actually happens, you're like, oh, Mike was right about the fucking penny.
It doesn't matter, Mike, because
then they got rid of the nickel, the dime.
We're knocking at the door. It's the end of the world.
It's the end of the world. Fuck it.
Doesn't matter, Mike. Just kidding.
Knocking at the door.
Knocking at the door.
What's weird is like, do you round up?
Yeah, that's
down?
the one thing. It's like I'm kind of
Nothing can be $14.99 anymore.
But
I actually love this.
Wasn't there like? Isn't there a store? The 99-cent store.
what the?
It's got to be the dollar store now, and the Dollar Tree.
Do you know what they're going to do?
This is a grand scheme to get rid of competition in America.
No.
99-cent stores gone.
If you go in to pay with paper money,
I'm paying for pennies
and
from
you
now
need
on.
some pennies, they're going to be like, "You'll get fucking some pennies," and you're like, "There are no pennies." You're like, "Then pay with a fucking card." You got to pay digitally. Are you going to overpay? I'm not going to give you back the exact amount.
No,
people
I
would be
think
like, "Oh,
everything is going to be rounded now.
like 3 cents. I don't know. Like I don't know why they're doing it, but it's
Yeah, but
definitely
remember
not to
when
save
the
money.
stock market was really impossible
Fed's
to
not
read
trying to
because
save
those
money.
fractions? That was weird.
Well, the Fed's not trying to save money. Does anyone know what the Fed spent remodeling their office building? I think.
Yeah.
How much was it? It was supposed to be $1 billion, and
It was
now it's
like
like 4 billion,
5 billion or
4 or 5
something.
billion. It was supposed to be $1 billion.
What?
So you think they're just going to? We got to save.
And have you been to a government building? These are not pretty.
Theirs is beautiful.
Is it?
I don't know. I've never been
For that
inside.
much money, it's got.
Well, we should ask our interior decorator in chief, President Trump.
The entire.
The man is the interior decorator in chief. Have you seen this marble and see this grout? I'm like, isn't the first lady supposed to be doing this? Why are you giving another tour of the White House? That bothers me a lot.
He's amazing.
I
And
think
don't
he-
get me started with the Kennedy Center.
Yeah.
I love the Kennedy Center, everything they're doing there.
The
It is
entire
best
World
management.
Trade Center, the replacement World Trade Center, was $1 billion. The whole fucking
The whole
tower
thing?
was $1 billion.
No way.
Well, now it's $5 billion for the Federal Reserve offices.
That's insane.
Wow, that's
yeah,
insane.
privately owned.
Yeah, but it's like that's the government.
But we
thing.
paid for it
Remember,
because it's part of their costs.
remember when they audited?
Costs for money. Like we have to pay. Yeah.
I think they did some sort of audit on the Department of Defense like years ago. Like in the
Never
80s.
did an audit.
No, like they did something where they were looking. They made release like some receipts and things like that. And there was like the 50. Remember? No. Remember?
Like, it's
remember?
a couple receipts.
Remember like the $50,000 toilet seat. Remember they would.
It wasn't real.
Yes, it was.
Chris
Where
looked
like
that
they
up.
would make up the contractors would like make up pricing, and it was just astronomical
I
pricing.
wish I was a government contractor.
Man,
Damn it.
when I was in the military, I should have stole more nuts and bolts. Sold that on the black market.
So
like,
the
this
penny
one
death is
is-
a deliberate step towards cashless society. That's
Okay.
that's my thing.
Yeah, we'll see.
Well, we'll see. I guess we'll see.
Touch base in a
Doesn't matter.
decade.
Like that spaceship's coming right at us. I learned today. Take that, China.
The feds are getting ready to print a bunch of money
The Fed. What I did also see, like
to cover long-term
national
treasury.
debt came
Nobody
out.
wants them.
They're gonna print a bunch of money.
The
Yeah,
national
they're about to
debt
print
came
them.
out in all different countries, and they were like ranking them. I saw it popped up on Instagram or something, and it dawned on me: who do we owe all this money to?
Ourselves.
Like we all
Well,
owe
you-
this money to ourselves.
Yep.
What if we just went?
Well,
Let's just
I'm
go-
good.
let's
Well,
start new.
foreign governments and companies buy
Yeah,
bonds.
I get it. I'm being a little facetious.
But at the end of the
on it.
day, you can be like, fuck everybody. I mean, I did a whole episode on that with Jim and
Oh,
Matt
that's right. Yeah.
about monetary policy in the Federal Reserve. And Hitler didn't get a lot of things right. But
Oh
he
my
did
God.
get
Anytime it starts with Hitler didn't get anything right.
No, he didn't get a
Tune
lot of things
out.
right, but he
Yeah.
did get the fact
hate
that he
that
got
one.
rid of got rid of the
Jews? Come on, Mike, say it.
No, no, they didn't own the
Bowls.
They didn't own the
Oh
money
my
supply, so they
goodness.
took the money supply back and they wiped the debt, and they had the biggest boom
Sounds-
economy over the next 3 years that's ever been recorded.
Yeah.
So imagine you wiped out all the debt in America
Is that socialism?
tomorrow.
in a
No,
way?
it's our fucking money. So why are we paying interest on money that we all decided this is worth $1? That's a piece of paper. That's worth $1. Why is it's our money we created as people? Why am I going to charge Ben interest on that? Why? It doesn't make any sense. There should be no interest on it. It's our money lending it to help the economy. And it needs to be backed by something else.
Yeah.
So it doesn't
Well, that-
devalue.
That was the worst thing
Okay,
about getting us
got
off
to
the
be
gold
based
standard.
on this. This has to be our money. I'm not saying interest should be illegal, because if I lent my own money to Ben, I should be able to charge interest. But if Ben wanted to buy his first house or second house or an investment property, he's qualified, and he can walk in to borrow from our money supply, which is where the fucking banks get their money. They make it up out of that money should be interest free. If I want to go to college, it should be interest free. Why are we paying interest? Who are we paying interest to? Doesn't make any sense. Now, there should be a little bit of fee to cover it, or maybe that's part of our taxes that cover it. But this whole we don't own our own money supply and usury is from our own printing is going to be the downfall of America. That and fucking AI is my opinion, and the complete corruption of
It all
of
starts
Washington.
at the penny.
It all started with the penny.
We're going to be sitting
Dude,
back
next
on
show,
our
let's
rocking
do
chair.
something positive. Like
We're gonna be
clowns
sitting on
are
our-
positive.
Sitting on our rocking chairs.
What's
There'll be
that clown?
Atomic cloud over us.
What's the local
Talk-
clown's name?
Bongo. No.
No.
The local
the
clown.
legal clown is.
God, it's always out.
I'm
Christ.
out.
What's his name?
I will not be here for.
You want to do a clown show?
No.
Okay, what should
Nope.
we do then?
You should bring the clown in. Have him just sit there, make weird animals with balloons. Every once in a while, we'll just go, oh, pan over to the clown.
No, I do have an exciting next show. We will have my mom here.
No,
Yes,
Cooking meatballs.
No.
She will be cooking meatballs for us. The best meatballs.
they are great.
And then I was gonna do a poem, but I'm gonna skip my poem. Did you have the Glenn's thing? You want to put that up? Yeah. So
Fight.
I lost a good friend today,
Oh, I'm
Glenn
so sorry.
Hegstead.
Sorry, man.
This is him. If
tell
your
me about
dreams
Glenn.
don't scare you, then you're not dreaming big enough. This guy traveled around the world on his motorcycle, wrote books about it, got kidnapped in Cuba or something. Got kidnapped in one of the crazy countries. Got kidnapped, got rescued. Was a Hell's Angel when he was younger. He was like an enforcer. So
Yeah, I
like
remember him
when
now.
they owed money to like the Hell's Angels, he got to go collect. So he was tired of breaking his hand on people's fucking heads collecting money. So he's like, dude, I got to learn a better way to like get this guy to pay money. So he went into judo and ended up being really good at it. He ended up he was the alternate on the Olympic team.
Oh wow.
And then he started his own school and was like, oh, I want to like teach other people this stuff. And when I went in there, I was like a kid, maybe 18, 19 years old. And it was a room full of like, they looked like a bunch of skinheads, but they were older, like men, like in their 30s, 20s, maybe a few were in their early 40s. And Glenn was probably in his 30s at that time, like late 20s, early 30s. And I was a good wrestler. Like I was, one of the best wrestlers in the Valley and, pretty good statewide. And I thought I was pretty tough. Like I was like, fuck, I can handle myself. So I walk in there, I'm grappling. I'm going to do great. I got my ass kicked. Like bad. I got thrown all over the place, submitted, and they were trying to hurt you back then. It wasn't like it was a nice room like jiu-jitsu is now. They hurt me pretty bad. And I left there banged up, black eye, bloody lip, and they kind of got off fucking people up that came in there, especially wrestlers. And so I had two choices. I could say, okay, fuck that. I'm not going back in that place. Those guys are dicks. But I left there kind of angry, and I'm like, I'm going to fuck up everybody in that room. Mm-hmm. And plus, God damn it, how can I be a man? I thought I was pretty tough, and I felt like a bitch, like I was 2 years old. So I went back, and they kept beating me up. And after a couple of weeks, they were like, this guy's fucking got respect for him, right? He taking his ass kicking. And they started working with me and showing me more stuff. But over the time, I got my black belt in judo, became really good friends with everybody there. Then the younger guys, me, Dan Anthony, really, they took over the school. We kind of beat up the older guys. They all went away as we got better. And then we all started training Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. We used to go out to Huntington Beach and train with this guy, Kleber, Luciano, and learn Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. They got their black belts from him. I think I got a purple belt from him. And they started a jiu-jitsu school. They converted the judo school into a jiu-jitsu school. But I still remember going in there with Glenn and doing stand-up with him. And I would stand up and I would be looking at his chest right here. He's like a big, like 6'5", young, ripped, fucking mean Viking. And he used to like enjoy fucking hurting you. And he used to, dude, one of the toughest guys I've ever met. But when you speak of somebody that is not only physically strong, but mentally strong, he toughened up tough men. I'm a tough guy, and I am. And he broke me and then rebuilt me. And I'm just going to miss him, man. He's a good guy. Yeah. And he battled cancer. I don't even know how many years, like fuck, it seemed like he had cancer the last 10, 12 years, just battling it. And my leukemia came back, a month ago. Text me every day. How am I doing? All right. And he passed away. But anyway.
I'm sorry, Mike.
So this goes out to Glenn.